welcome to another edition of the Pro Wrestling Stop and Go. I'm your host, Jumpin' Jim McDougall, and we're back again this week to talk about some really hot wrestling action this week. This week we had a lot of wrestling action going on, and we're going to talk a little bit about it. So we're back this week, and I want to thank all the both listeners that listened to the podcast last week. It was much appreciated, and I know one of those listeners has to be Triple H. I know Triple H listens to the podcast. So, whoever the other listener is, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for listening to the podcast. So, it's Triple H and one other listener, and it's much appreciated. So, this week we have, we got stuff to talk about. This week in NXT. Oh, but before I get into that, I want to introduce to you my partner in crime, my tag team partner. And, I know everybody's impressed whenever I say tag team partner, because it's a pro wrestling podcast. And I say tag team partner, and I'm sure everybody out there, including Triple H, well, both of you, Triple H and the other person, the other guy who's listening, I bet you're really impressed when I say tag team partner, because it's a pro wrestling podcast. You get it? Pro wrestling tag team partner. It's Billy. It's Billy B. Hey Billy, how's it going today, my man?
Hey. It's good to be here as usual.
Well, Billy, it's always good to have you. So, Billy, did you watch any of the wrestling this week? There was a lot of wrestling.
I saw some.
Well, what did you watch? Did you see Asuka? Did you see Asuka? Asuka gave up. She gave up a title, and the negotiations have started with SmackDown. So it looks like Asuka, who looks very, very good this week, by the way, it looks like she's no longer the NXT champion. What do you think about that, Billy?
I guess that's okay.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. I guess that was okay. Guess who was there? One of our listeners was there to give Asuka a bouquet of roses. It was Triple H. So Triple H was there, and gave her a bouquet of roses and said that I'm gonna say this for the last time. I'm going to say this one more time. Ladies and gentlemen, please say goodbye to Asuka. And the crowd just went crazy. And then Triple H kind of looked into the camera, and I know what he was thinking. He was thinking, hello guys, hello to the Pro Wrestling Stop and Go. I'm one of your listeners. That's exactly what he was thinking when he looked into the camera, Billy. So Triple H, one of our listeners, was on TV this week. It was very good to see him, and it was very, 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 very happy to see him look into the camera, thinking that he's one of our listeners. So recording there, Triple H was probably watching the Performance Center, or was watching an episode. Or maybe he was watching an old episode of an old SummerSlam from like 1987, and he's thinking about, after I watched SmackDown, after I watched SummerSlam 1987, I'm going to go listen to the Pro Wrestling Stop and Go with my favorite host. So that's what's going on, and Triple H, if you want to come on the show, feel free to call. Anytime, Triple H. It's 517-773-4473. So just give us a call. Just give us a call anytime you want to come on the show, Triple H. So I kind of expect him to call before this show ends. So Billy B, did you watch any of Global Force Wrestling this week, Billy?
Yeah, I saw a little bit.
Really, what match did you watch? Because I was watching a match, and it was Eli Drake was taking on that skinny little son of a bitch. Matt Seidel, and that was a pretty good match. It was good back and forth action, and but you know what? You know, when you see Eli Drake, you kind of think of the Junkyard Dog. Definitely, when you see Eli Drake, I'm always thinking of the Junkyard Dog. Don't you think of the Junkyard Dog when you see Eli Drake?
Yeah, I see the comparison. I can see the comparison.
Yeah, me too. And of course, Matt Seidel, when he's on the top rope and he does all those flips. When he does the flips and he goes airborne, he kind of reminds me of the Junkyard Dog as well. So yeah, so it kind of reminded me of the Junkyard Dog. It was a good match. Eli Drake actually won that match, and he kept his title. And Johnny Impact and Low Key had an argument this week. They argued over who should get the next shot at Eli Drake, and they got into a little fight, and they fought. And what do you think of that, Billy?
Well, it was okay, I guess.
Hey, do you know what I was hoping? I was hoping that Jeremy Barash was going to make a reference that Loki kind of reminds him of the Junkyard Dog. I'm just waiting for one of them, him or Josh Matthews, to come out with a Junkyard Dog reference, because it's so obvious. It's so obvious that Low Key reminds everybody of who the Junkyard Dog was. You know, it's so obvious, the comparison there. And then we had OVE and LAX. They don't like each other. They don't like each other, and they got into a verbal confrontation. And I guess we're gonna see they're gonna have a match in Mexico. It's gonna be OVE against LAX. That kind of sounds pretty cool. I gotta see OVE against LAX. What do you think of that? What do you think of that one, Billy?
Yeah, it should be okay.
Yeah, it should be okay. I'm looking forward. I bet you, I'm looking at the phone every now and then just to see if to see if Triple H is calling. I know he's got a few things he wants to talk to me about, so I'm just waiting for Triple H to call. But I don't see him calling. He hasn't called yet. So, what do you think of that big Lord Sullivan? He's a big man, isn't he? He took out 3 wrestlers.
Yeah, it was okay.
I kind of like Lars Sullivan. He's a very, very tough dude. You know, when I was watching him, he's taking on 3 wrestlers, and when I saw the 3 wrestlers in the ring that taking on, I can't remember the names, but when I saw the 3 guys that he was taking on, the first thought that comes to my mind was, these 3 guys remind me of the Junkyard Dog. These 3 guys remind me of the Junkyard Dog. But Lord Sullivan just threw them around like they were hot potatoes, and the match was over pretty quickly. But then No Way Jose comes out and says, "Oh, we're face to face now. We're gonna fight." And Lars Sullivan says, "Okay, let's fight." And Lars Sullivan takes out No Way Jose quicker than a dog taking out a cockroach. So he takes out. When No Way Jose came to me, you know what I was thinking? I was thinking, wow, No Way Jose reminds me of Andre the Giant. Reminds me of Andre the Giant with a little bit of the Junkyard Dog mixed in there. So that's what they remind me of. But anyway, Billy, you have anything else you want to talk about? I don't think Triple H is calling. He probably finished watching SummerSlam 1987 and just went on and he's probably watching No Mercy from 2003. He's probably watching No Mercy from 2003. So anyway, he's not going to call. He's busy. So I just want to say hi, Triple H. I know you're listening, and thank you very much. You want to say goodbye, Billy?
Yeah. Goodbye.
Goodbye, everybody. Until next time, thank you, and keep watching wrestling, keep watching people. Yeah, Goodbye. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. Hello and welcome to the Pro Wrestling Stop and Go. I'm your host, Jumpin' Jim McDougall, and today we have a great show today because yesterday was NXT's takeover, and it was quite a fun show to watch. And I tell you, with Triple H likes to run the show, and I know Triple H is one of our regular listeners here. He listens to us all the time. I know he does. I know Triple H does. I know Triple H does 100%. And he runs the NXT takeover show, and it was a pretty good show. But before we get into the show, I just want to welcome my longtime guest host to the show. Please help me welcome Billy. Billy. Welcome to the Pro Wrestling Stop and Go as always, Billy.
Hey, I guess it's always good to be here. Yeah, I guess.
Did you watch NXT Takeover and Triple H? Because Triple H, he's always the listener. We have three listeners, and one of them is Triple H.
I read about it. I didn't actually get to I didn't see.
Well, that's okay. That's okay. The first match we had was, let me get my notes here. I got my notes, and I'm gonna, the first match was Johnny Gargano taking on Andrade Almas with Zelina Vega. And that was the first match. And for me, that was a very good match. Because, Johnny Gargano kind of reminds me of the Junkyard Dog. He reminds me of the Junkyard Dog, Johnny Gargano. And he just had a little thing going on with Tommaso Ciampa. And it was always good to see Johnny Gargano back in the ring and Dolly wrestling. And he took on Andrade Ciampa. God, and Andrade Ciampa with Zelina Vega. And Zelina Vega was there. She's looking pretty good. I posted a few pictures of Zelina Vega up on my Twitter account, and I posted a lot of pictures, I have to say, of Zelina. I really like Zelina Vega. She looked really good. Zelina Vega looked pretty good. And so, what do you think of the match? Do you think Andrade Ciampa almost reminds you of the Junkyard Dog too, Billy?
Yeah, I guess it was okay. I didn't really watch the match, but it was a fight.
I haven't watched the match either, but I'll tell you right now, it's a 5-star match in my opinion. Anytime you put one guy that reminds me of the Junkyard Dog against another guy who reminds me of the Junkyard Dog, it's a match of the month candidate. I have to say that from there we had Authors of Pain, defending their NXT World Heavyweight Championship against Sanity. What do you think of that match, Billy? That's great opinion you got there, Billy. I agree with you 100% on that one. And of course, Sanity wins the NXT Tag Team titles with Freebird's rules. The match started with Killian Dane and Alexander Wolf, and but then Eric Young kind of took Killian Dane's spot. It was Freebird rules, and they wound up winning the match, and then they became the new champions. But we saw a surprise. There was a surprise. There was a surprise. Billy, the surprise that came out we saw Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fisk came out, and they took out Sanity. Wow, what do you think of that, Billy?
I guess that was okay. That was okay, I guess.
And then we had Hideo Itami taking on Aleister Black, and Aleister Black won with a black mass kick. And I like Hideo Itami a lot because he kind of reminds me of Antonio Inoki. And he reminds me of King Kong Bundy as well. So it was a good match, but Alexander Black winds up winning with the black mass kick, hard hitting, and you know what? Aleister Black's nose was bleeding. He got hit so hard he had a plain nose. Yeah. So Billy, what do you think about the blood? Yeah, me too. And then we had Asuka beating Ember Moon. And Billy, these were two women. Billy, this was women wrestling, Billy. You know how I feel about women wrestling, Billy. I like the women when they wrestle. That Asuka's pretty sexy. I like the women wrestling, Billy. And it was really, I watched this match over and over again. I taped just this match. And I watched this match over and over again. It was a good match, Billy. It was a very good match, Billy. Oh, this was a very good match, Billy. This was a very good match, Billy. Oh. But anyway, give me a second. Give me a second, Billy. Give me a second, Billy. Give me a second. Give me a second. I'll be...
Okay.
Just give me a second. I'm thinking about this. Alright. I'm back, Billy. And then we had the main event. We had the main event. And there was Drew McIntyre, and he won the NXT title against Bobby Roode. But we had another surprise. There was another surprise, Billy. Adam Cole. Adam Cole showed up, and I really like Adam Cole because he reminds me of Samoa Joe so much. So they have it. That was TakeOver. So you might want to say goodbye now, Billy, because I think we're done.
Okay. Goodbye.
Take care until next time, everybody. And gotta go watch Asuka take on Ember. I gotta go watch Asuka take on Ember Moon. Take care, everybody. Bye. Hello and welcome to the Pro Wrestling Stop and Go. I'm your host, Jumpin' Jim McDougall, and it's very good to be here again this week to go over all the weekly wrestling action that has taken place this week in the world of professional wrestling. It's good to be back this week here on the Pro Wrestling Stop and Go. And before we get started with all this wrestling action, and I just want to say hi to Triple H because I know he's listening. Triple H is one of our listeners. You know, I pointed this out all the time. Triple H, we have like 4 listeners, and Triple H is definitely one of them. I looked at the listeners this week, and we have the 4, and Triple H is definitely one of them. I know it. I know he listens to the show. So thank you, Triple H. And we had a lot of things going on this week in the world of professional wrestling. And before I get started, I'd like to introduce to you my tag team partner, the guy that I do the show with each and every week. Billy B, how's it going, Billy?
Hi. Been good.
That's great, Billy. So, did you watch any of the wrestling action this week, Billy?
Yeah.
What did you see it was on SmackDown. On SmackDown, that big bad meat. That big bad meaty, that Kevin Owens guy, he decided that he wants to hurt Triple H's father-in-law, and so he gave him like a little headbutt, and then Triple H's father-in-law was bleeding profusely, and he tried to get up. He said, "No, you want to headbutt me? Well, then guess what?" I mean, guess what? We're gonna fight. And he threw a punch, and Kevin Owens said, "You want to fight? Let's fight." And Kevin Owens hits him back, and then Kevin Owens takes him out, and Kevin Owens super kicks him, and he said, "I'll tell you what, if you want to fight me, if you want to fight me, then we're gonna fight." And then he goes on and he hits him with a frog splash off the top, and it really hurts him. And I was wondering why. I was like, "Where's Triple H? Well, why is Triple H coming out to help his father-in-law?" And I'm thinking, well, it's probably our fault, Billy. It's probably our fault because while he was doing it, he was probably listening. Well, that big meanie Kevin Owens was trying to hurt his father-in-law. Triple H was probably at home, or in backstage listening to the Pro Wrestling Stop and Go. He's probably listening to the Pro Wrestling Stop and Go. So that's why he wasn't able to run out and help him. Otherwise, so it's really our fault. So I want to apologize to Triple H's father-in-law. So I just want to say I'm sorry that Triple H was listening to us. So when he should have been out helping you from that big bad mean old Kevin Owens. And Kevin Owens, I don't like that guy anymore because he likes to beat up Triple H's father-in-law. And then Triple H's wife came out and said to Kevin Owens, you better stay away from my father. You better not go near my father anymore. And then she walks over and she goes, "Daddy, are you okay?" She said, "Daddy, are you okay, Daddy?" And I think Triple H's father-in-law said, "Yeah, I'm pretty good. I'll survive." So that's what happened there. So Kevin Owens, you better watch out because once Triple H stops listening to the Pro Wrestling Stop and Go, he's gonna come and get you. Then, so Triple H, if you want to call me, you know the number. It's 517-774-7555. So you give us a call, Triple H, and let's talk. Give me a call anytime. You could call anytime, and I fully expect him to call before the show ends, because Triple H is definitely one of our listeners, and I really like Triple H. So anyway, Billy B, what'd you think about that attack?
I actually didn't see it.
Well, that's okay. I just explained exactly what happened. I explained it exactly how it happened. That's exactly how it happened. So then after that, actually, if we go, did you see any Global Force Wrestling this week?
I didn't get a chance to watch.
That's okay, because they had what do you call it? They had, what's the guy's name? I can't forget. Oh yeah, Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley comes out, and he goes to the ring, and he says, actually, he sees Jim Cornette. He says to Jim Cornette, "Hey, Mr. Cornette, I don't want to be a part of Global Force Wrestling anymore. I want you to release me from my contract because I want to be with America Top Team." And he said, "I want out of my contract." And Jim Cornette said, "I'm not going to let you out of your contract just yet. If you want to get out of your contract, you have to go to the ring and you have to meet Moose face to face." And Bobby Lashley says, "Hey, that's no problem. I'll go to the ring. I'll go face Moose face to face." And then they go to the ring, and Bobby Lashley's in the ring. Moose comes out. Moose goes, "Hey, you want to fight?" And Bobby Lashley goes, "Yeah, I'll fight." And they start fighting, and they fight all over the place. And then America's Top Team gets involved, and they beat up Moose. And then Moose says, "Hey, it's not." This is not fair. It's like 8 guys against 1. I'm just one moose and there's like 8 of you. So it's not fair at all. So he's like, this is not fair. What am I going to do? I can't fight 8 guys, but they all beat down on Moose, and poor Moose got beat up pretty badly, by America Pop Top Team. And oh, look, hold on a second. The phone's ringing. The phone's ringing. It's probably Triple H. Hold on. Hello? No, I'm sorry, I wasn't able to make that payment this month. Yeah, no, I know, I missed I know it's about 45 days later. I apologize. I gotta wait till I find some money, and then I can send you some money. No, I don't want you to repossess anything, because it's very important to me. I need to keep it. No, I don't, yeah, I know you can call me up okay, I'm gonna try to find some money, and then I'll get to the payment. No, I don't want you to come to the house and repossess this. It's too important to me. So, yeah, no, I'll find some money. Okay, you're gonna call me back in 3 days. Okay, great. Bye. Click. Bye. Okay. Hold on one second. Billy, are you still with me?
Yeah.
I have to make a quick phone call. I gotta call me back in 3 days. I gotta make a quick phone call, Billy. Hold on. Hello. Hello? Yeah, is this the phone company? Yeah, is this the phone company? Yeah, I need to change my phone number, please. Because I just got a phone call. These guys want to repossess my... they want to repossess my Ember Moon life-size doll. And I can't lose my Ember Moon life-size doll. So I need to change my number, please. It doesn't matter. Any number that you want. $45 charge to change my number. I don't, how am I going to pay that? Can I owe it to you, please? Can you bill me for that? You can't. So I have to pay up front. Because you need a credit card number. Oh, well, you need a credit card number 73. There's more than 2 numbers in a credit card. Okay, you know what? Never mind. I'll have to raise some money somehow. I know my mom. My mom says that I spend too much time in the house. My mom said I spend too much time in the house, so she says that whenever I go outside, she's going to give me $5. So, because she says I need to get fresh air once in a while. She says to go outside, I'll give you $5. You got to stay outside for like a half an hour. And she says it needs a privacy too for some reason. Anyway, okay, so I'll call you back when I have the money. Bye. Okay, Billy, you still with me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't able to change the number, and they're trying to repossess my Amber Moon life-size doll, and it's very important to me. I can't lose that, Billy. I'm gonna have to go hide that doll somewhere so they'll find. I don't know what I'm gonna do if they get that doll, Billy. It's very important to me. It's life-size. It's a life-size Amber Moon doll, and it's in my room. And when I get lonely. When I get lonely, Billy, I talk to the Ember Moon doll, so I can't lose it. Billy. I can't lose the doll. But anyway, so I think we're gonna wrap this up this week. I think we went over everything, and we're back next week. I gotta go now. I gotta go hide my Ember Moon doll so they don't find it. And okay, so take care, everybody. Until next time. You want to say goodbye, Billy?
Bye.
Okay, everybody, until next time, bye-bye. Take care, and keep watching wrestling. Bye-bye. Hello and welcome to the Pro Wrestling Stop and Go. I'm your host, Jumpin' Jim McDougall, and we have a couple of things we want to talk about this week in the world of professional wrestling that took place this week in professional wrestling. But before we get started, I'd like to introduce to you the guy that's with me every week, Mr. Billy. Billy, how's it going this week, Billy?
Hi. I'm doing good.
That's great to hear, Billy. That's great to hear. I'm a little upset. I'm a little upset. Had a little fight with my had a fight with my mom this morning, and it wasn't very pleasant. This morning I woke up, and I fell asleep in the basement again, with the Amber Moon doll, and I was downstairs, and I went upstairs, to see if anybody was there, and my mom was there. I said, hey ma, me and the Amber Moon doll, we're a little hungry. Can you kindly make us something to eat, please? I said, I'll have 2 eggs over easy, please, with a side of ham and some honey some honey sausages, please. And the Amber Moon doll, she would like to have 3 scrambled eggs with a side of honey ham, and she would also like to have some freshly squeezed orange juice, please. And my mom's like, hey, what do you want from me? I can't make that I'm not going to make that for you. Why would I make it for an Amber Moon doll? And I say, hey mom, shh, you don't want to upset Amber Moon. She's going to get upset. Can you just make this breakfast just the one time? And my mom says she's not going to make the breakfast for us. And I'm like, you know what, that's fine. You don't have to make the breakfast. You don't have to make the breakfast. We'll just starve to death. That's all. If that makes you happy, Mom, we'll just starve to death. So I went back downstairs and I told the Amber Moon doll, I said, I'm sorry, but my mom's not gonna make us breakfast. And the Amber Moon doll was like, well, that ain't right. I'm kind of hungry. What are we going to do? I said, I don't know. We're going to have to think of something. And then we just sat there and we put on the TV and just watched TV for a little bit. But that's what happened this morning. So it got me a little upset. So if I sound a little upset, I'm sorry this week. But I just want to say thank you very much, Triple H. I know you're listening. Triple H is one of our listeners. He listens to our show each and every week, and I want to thank Triple H for listening. So did you see any of the wrestling action this week, Billy?
I saw a little.
Did you see the match between Alexa Bliss and Nia Jax this week? It was a pretty good match.
No, I kind of missed that one.
Well, let me explain to you what happened this week. Exactly, Alexa Bliss is in the ring, and she's in the ring, and she's like, you know what? Today will be a good day for me to step into the ring and have a match with somebody. And then there was introduced that Nia Jax was the opponent, and Nia Jax, that comes out, is the really big woman that comes to the ring, and Alexa Bliss is like, wait a second, this is not fair. Nia Jax is a lot bigger than me. That's not going to be a fair match. And Nia Jax comes to the ring and says, hey, you know what? That's those are the breaks, it's professional wrestling. If we're gonna fight, we're gonna fight. And Alexa Bliss says, it's not very fair. You're too big. And she's like, there's nothing I can do. And he's a lot bigger than I am. I'm just a little Alexa Bliss, and you're this big giant monster of a Nia Jax. And Nia Jax is like, well, you should have thought about that before you signed it down the line. Before you signed it down the line. And Alexa Bliss is like, hey, that's a good point. I should have thought about that. It kind of is my fault, but you know what? I'm not even gonna waste my time with this match because it's not gonna be very fair for me anyway. So she tried to leave the ring, but Sasha Banks came out and said, hey, where you going? You can't go anywhere. You already signed on the dotted line, so you have to go back to the ring. And she's like, but I don't want to go back to the ring. Nia Jax is too big for me. But Sasha Banks said, well, you know what? You gotta go back. And so she goes back in the ring, and they fight for a bit, and Nia Jax picks her up, hits a Samoan slam, and wins the match. But then Bayley's like, hey, everybody's having so much fun out here, so I'm gonna come out too. So I'm back. Everybody, it's me, it's Bayley, I'm back. And Bayley comes out, and Sasha Banks says, hey, why don't we go in the ring? And Bayley's like, hey, let's go back in the ring. And the three of them are like, and actually Bayley was like, hey, something, guys, if we work together here, we might be able to take out big Nia Jax. And so they're like, hey, that's a good idea. Let's see if it works. And then what they do is they hit a triple spear on Nia Jax, and Nia Jax goes down, and Nia Jax throws out of the ring, and Nia Jax says, hey guys, that wasn't very nice. There's 3 of you, there's only 1 of me. I know I'm a lot bigger than you, but if you got 3 guys on one big Nia Jax, the 3 guys are gonna win every single time. So Nia Jax says, you know what? I'm had enough of this. I'm gonna go to the back now. And they had a sale at the They had a sale at the supermarket. It was buy one package of the Pop-Tarts and you get one for free. So I bought a couple of boxes of Pop-Tarts and I'm going to go to the back now and I'm going to enjoy a nice, delicious Pop-Tart snack in the back. And Bailey was like, hey, that sounds pretty good. Yeah. Any chance you want to share those Pop-Tarts with us? And Nunchuck said, no. I'm not sharing my Pop-Tarts with anyone. I'm not sharing my Pop-Tarts with anybody. And she leaves the ring and she goes to the back and she has, and Sasha Banks says, wait a minute. Those Pop-Tarts, do they have the frosting on the top? And she's like, you better believe they have the frosting on the top. I'm not going to buy Pop-Tarts unless they have the frosting. Unless they have the frosting on the top. And Sasha Banks said, that's pretty smart. That's pretty smart because that's the way I like my Pop-Tarts. So Nia Jax says, yeah, me too. And she goes to the back and she enjoys the Pop-Tarts. So what do you think? Does that sound pretty good to you? That sound pretty good to you? Billy?
Yeah, sounded pretty good.
Yeah, it sounded pretty good to me. And this week, my wife, my mom brought her, my mom's friend came over this week, and my mom's friend has this daughter, and she's close to my age actually, Billy, and she came in, and she's actually really, really good looking, and I was like, wow, she's pretty good looking. And I was downstairs in the basement. I was like sneaking a peek because I didn't want to go upstairs because I don't want to interact with anybody. So I stayed downstairs in the basement and I just kind of sneaked a peek, and she was kind of good looking. And I went downstairs and I said, "Hey, Ember Moondoll, there's a pretty good looking woman upstairs." And the Ember Moondoll says, something, you should be saying that to me because I'm right here. I've been spending all my time with you, and then you're telling me that there's a pretty good looking woman upstairs, and I'm like, something. I'm sorry, but once in a while you see another woman, and I gotta let she looks pretty good. And the Ember Moondoll kind of said, something, stop your stuttering. Stop your stuttering, you smuck. She goes, I know I'm not the only one that's vying for your attention. And she goes, you know what? I'm gonna prove myself to you right now, and I'm gonna make you your favorite dinner right now with his, your fist. I'm going to make you some fish sticks and french fries. And I'm like, you would do that for me, Ember Moondoll? And she's like, yeah, of course I would. Because, something, you mean a lot to me. And I'm like, something, Ember Moondoll? You mean a lot to me, too. And the Ember Moondoll says, well, I'm going to go upstairs right now, and I'm going to make those french fries, and I'm going to make those fish sticks for you. And then I say, well, let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Will ketchup and Coca-Cola be made available for me too? And she's like, absolutely. I know you well. You want ketchup and you want French fries, ketchup on your French fries, and you want some Coca-Cola. And I'm like, Ember Moondoll, something? I will never look at it. I will never think that another woman could ever take your spot. And she goes, yeah, I know it's hard. I know it's hard. I know a lot of women want your attention. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on some makeup right now because I want to make myself look presentable to you, Jumpin' Jim. I want to make myself look presentable to you, and that's what I'm going to do. Put on some fresh makeup. I got this new eyeliner and some new lipstick. I'm going to put it on because I want to make myself look presentable to you. And she says, are they gonna repossess me? And I'm like, oh no, don't you worry. Those big bad repossessors are not gonna repossess you. If we have to go, if we have to go on the lam, we'll go on the lam. We'll run away together, just me and you, Ember Moondoll. And I'd say, well, how long do you think those French fries and fish sticks are gonna take to cook? Cause I'm a little hungry right now, and I could really eat. She goes, well, don't worry, I'm going to put it up. I'm going to cook it. It's going to be ready in a few minutes. I said, okay, I'll just wait I'll wait down here. I'll wait down here for you to bring me my food. And I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that. She said, hey, no problem at all. You're my guy. And then she started singing some songs to me, and it got really romantic, and we held hands, and it was really cool. Really good moment. So, Billy, wait a second, Billy, wait a second. There's someone knocking on my door. Hold on a second, Billy. Hold on a second. I gotta go. My mom's not home, but someone's knocking on the door. Hold on a second, Billy. I gotta go upstairs for a second. Billy. Can you hold on one second? Billy, just hold on one second. Hold on one second, Billy.
Okay.
Billy, I think they had the repossessor. I think they hear the repossessed the Ember Moon doll. I think they hear the repossessed the Ember Moon doll. I gotta go hide the doll. There's a strange man. It says repossesses. A t-shirt that says I am a repossessor, and his cap says repossessors are us. I gotta go. They're gonna get the. I can't let them get the Ember Moon doll. I gotta go. Bye, everybody. Everybody, take care. See you next week. I gotta go. Bye, everybody. Bye. Mom, I'm starting the show. You can't come down here when I'm starting the show, Mom. I'm starting the pro wrestling stop and go. You have to get out of here, Mom. Mom, would you get out of the basement? Mom, could you go back upstairs, please? Could you go back upstairs, please? Like, you can't be down here in the basement when I'm doing the show. I can't concentrate when you're down here, Mom. Mom, the show's about to start. I'm starting the show. You have to get out of here. Mom, would you go back upstairs, please? I know this is your house, but this is why I stay in the basement. Mom, could you get out of here, please? Mom, just have something to do upstairs. Maybe you could wash my clothes. I need some clothes. What do you mean you want me to wash my own clothes? I said, come on, Mom, I can't wash my own clothes. I know you're 77 and I'm 45. But Mom, but the show's about to start. I can't talk. Could you please get out of here, please, Mom? Just come on. Let's go back upstairs. Mom, I gotta do the show. Okay. Oh, Mom, it's recording. It's recording, Mom. Whatever. If you want to stay, please go upstairs. Go upstairs. Mom, the show's about to start. Hello, and welcome to the Pro Wrestling Stop and Go. I'm your host, Jim McDougall, and we got a lot to talk about this week in the world of professional wrestling. First thing I want to say is I apologize for last week. I abruptly stopped the show because I thought they were here to repossess the Ember Moon doll, but I kind of misread. I thought the guy was wearing a shirt that said repossessions, but it wasn't a repossessor. He sort of actually said milk. Is this someone trying to sell us milk delivery? So the Ember Moon doll is safe. I have her hidden somewhere, and no one knows where she is but me. And that's why I wish my mom would get out of here, because she's just poking her nose down here looking for the Ember Moon doll. You can't find out where. I can't let her know where it is either, because she might try to bring it back. I know I'm behind on payments on it, but they can't repossess her. So my mom is okay. She's upstairs now, and okay. So. Let's we gotta introduce our co-host. I just want to say, he's on thin ice with me, because I don't think he's holding up his end of the bargain on this podcast. But I'm gonna introduce him anyway. But he's on thin ice. Billy B, how's it going this week, Billy?
Hi. I'm on thin ice.
Yes, Billy, you're not really doing a good job. I'm not really happy with the way you've been conducting yourself on the show lately. Last week you were a little controversial last week, and I wasn't very happy. So you're on thin ice with me this week, Billy, and I'm gonna be reviewing your performance this week, Billy, and I'm gonna have to make a decision whether I want to move forward with you. with you or not, because you're definitely, without a doubt, you're the weak link of this team, and we might have to go our separate ways, Billy. I'm sorry, but with that said, did you see any of the pro wrestling action this week, Billy?
Yeah, I saw a little. We're gonna part ways.
It's a good possibility, Billy. It's a good possibility that we're gonna part ways. But we don't have to discuss this now. Mom, could you go back upstairs? Mom, go back upstairs. You can't be... You can't be down here when I'm doing the podcast, Mom. Mom, you can't be down here when I'm doing the podcast. I can't concentrate when you're here, Mom. This is getting me very angry, Billy. My mom keeps coming down here. She's looking for stuff, and she knows I'm doing a podcast. She can't be coming down in the basement. This is my area. Mom, can you do me a favor? Can you go upstairs? Can you go upstairs and see if can you make me some fish sticks, please, Mom? No, you want me to make my own fish? Okay, Mom, if you want to stay down here, fine. We got a podcast to do, Mom. But anyway, I'm sorry, where was I saying? Oh, yeah, Billy, did you see any of the wrestling action this week, Billy, in the world of professional wrestling? I think I might have asked that, but because of my mom down here, I lost my train of thought.
I did see a little.
Did you see what happened with Enzo Amore this week, Billy?
No.
See what I mean, Billy? This is why you're on thin ice with me, Billy. But anyway, let me talk about, Enzo Amore. Enzo Amore's in the ring. He's the new Cruiserweight champion, so he's like, hey, you know what? He's in the back. He's like, you know what? I think I'm going to go to the ring because there's got to be a big celebration for me because I'm the new champion. So he goes to the ring and he goes, hey, everybody, look, it's me. It's Enzo Amore. I'm the new Cruiserweight champion. And, I just want to say that, I'm better than everybody. And I have my jersey here and I'm going to retire my jersey because I'm the original G and I'm the best guy on 205 Live. And it wasn't for me that there'll be no 205 Live. And the other guys are in the back saying, hey, you know something? You know something? You know something? Why is that Enzo Amore? He's not saying very nice things about us. So he's not saying very nice things about us. So why don't we all get together as a group and we'll go outside and we'll confront Enzo Amore because he's not saying very nice things about us. So we're gonna go outside. So the entire roster came out and they were at the top of the ramp and they said, Hey Enzo, you're not saying very nice. You're not saying very nice things about us, and it's not very nice. It's not very fair. They saying pretty bad things about us. And Enzo Amore said, "Hey, I don't care. I'm the new Cruiserweight champion. I can say what I want. So I think you're stupid. I think you're stupid, and I think you're a little stupid guy too." And then that little son of a bitch, Enzo Amore, says, "I'm better than anybody in the 205 Live." And then Neville says, "You know what? I've had this. You know what? I've had just about enough of you, Enzo Amore." So I'm going to come to the ring, and I'm going to take care of you. So he comes to the ring, and Enzo Amore says, hey, wait a second. We don't need to fight. Besides, I have a little piece of paper here that says, if you touch me, then you don't get another title shot. So you can't touch me. And Neville says, you know what? That's nice. It's nice and that you have that little piece of paper, but you know something? I don't care about the little piece of paper. And he says, yeah, I'm gonna beat the hell out of you anyway, you little skinny bastard. And he says, and then he kicks him, and then he beats up Enzo Amore, and Enzo Amore is hurt, and he's in the ring, and Neville leaves the ring, and then Braun Strowman says, hey, looks like everybody's having fun. Looks like everyone's about to have fun and beating up Enzo Amore. So I'm gonna go to the ring and I'm gonna get my licks in. I'm gonna get my licks in too. So he goes to the ring and says, "Hey Enzo, you know what? I'm sorry that I have to do this. I'm sorry that I have to do this to you, Enzo Amore, but I'm already in the ring, so I'm going to have to beat the living hell out of you as well. I'm going to have to hit you with this really big move and put you out. So I apologize, but I have to do it because I'm Braun Strowman, and that's what everyone in the crowd is expecting." So he picks up Enzo Amore and he slams him down and he goes, yeah, and he goes out and he goes, "Hey guys, you want in?" Hey guys, he said to the other wrestlers out there, he says, hey guys, you want in on this? And the other guys are like, yeah, sure, why not? Enzo Amore's down. There's like 20 of us, and there's only one Enzo Amore. It seems a little fair if we go in the ring and beat him up some more. And then the rest of the guys go in the ring, and they beat up Enzo Amore, and they all beat him up for a few minutes, and Enzo Amore's like, nah, man, maybe... maybe this whole cruiserweight title is not all it's meant to be. Maybe I made a mistake in winning this cruiserweight title because everybody wants to beat me up now because they all think that I'm no good. And he's like, why does Braun Strowman want to beat me up? He's not even a cruiserweight. He's not even on 205 Live. So he came out and he beat me up anyway. I guess nobody in the back really likes me, and it's kind of sad because, I kind of like everybody too. And maybe if I just approach everybody differently and I talk to them in a nice tone, and maybe they will. Well, so Billy, what do you think? What do you think of the that whole thing, Billy?
Sounds okay.
You say something. You say this, Billy. You say, Billy, I don't know if I could put up with this. I don't know if I could put up with this anymore, Billy, because like I said, you're the weak link. We're supposed to be a team. I don't know, Billy. I don't know if I could put up with this anymore. I'm going to have to make a decision. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to make a decision right now. Billy, I think we need to go. I think we need to go our separate ways, Billy. So I'm just going to say thank you very much for your contributions to the Pro Wrestling Stop and Go. But I just want to say, Billy, thank you very much. You're no longer needed on this Pro Wrestling Stop and Go. I'm going to have to find a new guest host. So, Billy, thank you very much. I got to let you go. Goodbye, Billy. Okay, so I just hung up on Billy. And Billy B, everyone is no longer a part of the Pro Wrestling Stop and Go. I'm sorry, but the guy wants to record. Let me tell you something. I talked to the guy, and he doesn't like recording on regular weekdays. He wants to record on a Saturday. And nobody listens to a podcast on a Saturday. It's kind of stupid. So anyway, he really wasn't holding his mustard. He really wasn't holding his mustard on the show anyway, so I had to let him go. So Billy's gone. Billy's no longer part of the show. But anyway, so this week on Global Force Wrestling, we had a few things happen. Johnny Impact took on Johnny Impact. He took on I'm sorry. I just miss Billy B. I just miss Billy B so much. I think I made a mistake. I don't think I should let him go. I'm gonna have to call him up. I miss Billy. I miss him so much. What did I do? I made a mistake. I should have let Billy B go. I'm going to see if he wants to come back next week. Hopefully he'll come back next week. But, until next week, guys, I just want to say, Mom, would you get out of here? Mom, go back upstairs. I just want to say, it's the Pro Wrestling Stop and Go, and, we'll be back next week. Goodbye, everybody. I hope Billy comes back. I miss Billy so much. Stop and Go. I'm your host, Jumpin' Jim McDougall, and this week I'm gonna be flying solo. I'm gonna fly solo this week because last week I let my co-host let him go last week, and I realize now that it was a big mistake. I should have never let him go last week. It was a really big mistake. And, I should have let him go. I tried to call him up a few times, but he's not picking up the phone. And, he's probably very upset with me. And I guess it's very understandable. I never should have let Billy B go last week. I made a huge mistake, and as I ended the show last week, very, very upsetting. Very upsetting. Very upsetting. The pro wrestling stop and go has entered some really dark times, some really dark and troubling times here at the pro wrestling stop and go. So it's a really dark and troubling times here at the stop and go, without Billy. But hopefully Billy will come back. But, I'm gonna have to persevere, and I'm gonna have to get through this, podcast, without Billy. But it's very troubling times for the pro wrestling stop and go. Very, very troubling times for the pro wrestling stop and go. I was trying to find a guest host, and I asked my mom, but she has no interest. So if she doesn't want to do the podcast, that's her problem, not mine. Okay? She doesn't want to do the podcast. That's not my problem. She doesn't have to do the podcast. She's gonna stay upstairs and do nothing. You know, and I'm not doing the laundry either, Mom. I don't care if I'm 45 years old. I'm not doing my own laundry. I'll walk around naked if I have to, but I'm not doing my own laundry. Mom, sometimes I think, if you didn't want to take care of me, you should have never gave birth. You should have never gave birth to me, Mom. You should have never gave birth to me. I'm sorry. I'm just on edge this week because there's no Billy. Billy's not here. I'm just on edge this week. But I'm not doing any laundry. And I know she can hear me. She's upstairs and she can hear me. I'm not doing any laundry, Mom. Like I said, no, Ember Moon has no problem with the Ember Moon doll, life-size doll, has no problem with me walking around the house naked. You know, she kind of encourages it. She encourages it, Mom, so she has no problem. So that said, I guess we're gonna talk about some of the wrestling action this week. On NXT this week, it was, Lars, that big, bad, mean, giant son of a bitch, Lars Sullivan took on the little Oni Lorcan, and it was quite a match. So Lars Sullivan is like, hey, you're just a little guy, and I'm gonna have no problem with you. I'm gonna have no problem with this, just taking you to town, brother. And Oni Lorcan says, you better not underestimate me. I might be little, but I'm a hard striker. And Lars Sullivan says, yeah, hit me with your best shot. And Oni Lorcan said, okay, you asked for it. And Oni Lorcan grabs him by the face and slaps the hell out of him a few times. And Lars Sullivan says, that was a good shot. It kind of hurt, but it didn't knock me off my feet. And Lars Sullivan says, you know what? You want to hit me? I got to hit you back. And Lars Sullivan just knocks the hell out of that little skinny, small son of a bitch. Oni Lorcan. And Lars Sullivan says, hey, did you like that? I mean, you want to slap me, and I just knocked you off your feet. And Oni Lorcan said, you know something? You're a lot stronger than I thought you were. I know you're a big guy, but you're a lot stronger than me. But you know what? I can strike too. And so he had a few strikes, but Lars Sullivan said, nah, that's not enough. And Lars Sullivan hit this big, giant move and wins the match. And Lars Sullivan says, okay, the match is over. But you know what? I might want to leave the ring. But you know what? I'm not going to leave the ring because, you know, you have a big mouth. You have a big mouth. You have a big mouth, Oni Lorcan, and I don't like it, so I'm not done teaching you a lesson, so I'm going to come back in the ring, and I'm going to finish the job. And then Danny Burch is in the back, says, hey, wait a second, this is not fair, match is over. Lars Sullivan's going back in the ring, he's going to hurt my little buddy, Oni Lorcan, so I'm going to have to go outside and save him. So Danny Burch runs, and he goes, hey, you know, wait a second. what are you thinking? Well, I'm out here, but I'm not stupid. I'm not going to go in the ring and confront Big Bad Lord Sullivan. So I'm going to reach into the ring and see if I can reach Oni Lorcan's foot and try to pull him out of the ring, because there's no chance in hell I'm going in the ring to confront Lars Sullivan. So it's a good thing I was able to get his foot. I was able to pull him out of the ring. And I said, hey Lars, you shouldn't be picking on little Oni Lorcan like that. He gave you a good fight, but the fight's over, and you shouldn't be picking on him like that. It's not fair. So I'm going to take my little buddy, my little friend, Oni Lorcan, to the back, and we're going to go back, and we're going to have it. Since I'm from England, I know exactly what I can do to make him feel better. I'm going to make him a delicious cup of English breakfast tea, and we're going to have some crumpets, and we're going to talk things over. We're going to talk about the week, and that's what's going to happen. So me and Oni Lorcan are going to the back, and we're going to have a nice refreshing cup of English breakfast tea. And Lord Sullivan is like, hey, I like tea too. Can I join you guys? And Danny Burch is like, something? You should have thought of that before you tried to beat up my little buddy, but you're not invited to our little tea party. So sorry, but this tea party is just for me and my little buddy, Oni Lorcan. And Lars Sullivan says, oh, come on, man. I'm sorry. I didn't... We had a match. I had to do what I had to do, but I'd like to join you guys for some tea. And Danny Burch is like, you know what? We'll go back and we'll think it over. And why don't you leave me your cell phone number? And leave me your cell phone number, and I'll give you a call, and I'll let you know if it's okay if you come join us for some tea. But you can't have any crumpets, because I only bought 2, one for me and one for Oni, and we don't have any crumpets left for you. And Lars Sullivan said, you don't have any crumpets left? Well, then you know what? I'm not interested in tea, because secretly, I was hoping you were going to invite me for the crumpets. And I'm not really interested in the tea. I was just interested in the crumpets. So, you know what? Never mind. I'm not interested. And Danny Burch says, okay, for each his own. See you later. And Lars Sullivan says, okay, bye. See you later. And they go to the back. And they enjoy a bit of English breakfast tea and a few crumpets. And then they go home and go to sleep and have a good night's rest. And so Billy, what did you think about that, Billy? Oh, see, I forgot. I'm so used to Billy being here, but he's not here, and I kind of miss him. I kind of miss Billy. I know I missed him last week. I really wish Billy was back. Billy, if you're listening, I just want to say I apologize from the bottom of my heart, Billy. I apologize from the bottom of my heart. Can you please come back, Billy? Please come back. Ember Moondall was asking about you. She was saying, what happened to Billy? And I'm like, Ember Moondall, I made a mistake. I told Billy that it wasn't working out between us, and I don't know what to do. And she said, well, you know what? That's not good. You should have said that. You should have said that, because Billy B is an integral part of the show. And if you didn't see that, then there's something wrong with you, Jumpin' Jim. And I'm like, yeah, I know, Ember Moondall. I made a huge mistake. What can I do? And she says, well, you know what you could do? First thing you could do is you could find some clothes. Find some clothes to wear. Because, I know what you think, but I really don't want to see you. I really don't want to see you walking around the house completely naked. Go do a laundry. You're a big You're a big man. You're an adult. Go do some laundry and put some clothes on. I don't really want to see you walking around the house naked. And I'm like, Ember Moondall, why you have to insult me like that? She goes, well, I'm not insulting you like that. It's that you put on a few pounds lately. And I gotta be honest, I'm kind of finding you not that attractive anymore. And I'm like, Ember Moondall, how could you say that to me? She goes, well, in this relationship, I have to be honest, right? I have to tell the truth. I can't lie. So if I lie, if I keep it inside, eventually I'm going to explode. It's going to come out, and it won't be good for both parties involved. And I said, something, Ember Moondall, that's a very good point. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look around the house. I'm not going to. I'll compromise with you, Ember Moondoll. I'm not going to do laundry. I'm not going to do my laundry, but I will. I'll find some dirty clothes I'll put on, and I'll walk around with the dirty clothes on. And the Ember Moondoll says, "Okay, that compromise is fine. We can do that. You can walk around with some dirty clothes, but don't get too close to me with the dirty clothes because I'm wearing nice, clean clothes, and I don't want to get all messed up." And I'm like, "Okay, Ember Moondoll, that's a deal. So what do I do about Billy B?" And she's like, "Well, you know, if you love them forever, that's your own fault. I don't know what you could do. You just apologize and just hope for the best." I'm like, "Oh, well, gee, yeah, thanks a lot. Thanks for nothing, Ember Moondoll. Thanks for nothing." And that's it. And the Ember Moondoll said, "Well, you know, if you wanna get that attitude with me, you know, you could just leave the basement and leave me alone. I don't have to talk to you anymore." And I said, "You know something? Maybe I should let them repossess you, Ember Moondoll." And she goes, "Hey, look, you just." You just lost Billy B. You don't want to lose me too, okay? You don't want to get me started. And I'm like, "Okay, you're right. I'm sorry, Ember Moondoll. I'm sorry, Ember Moondoll. Please don't get upset. I won't let them repossess you. I do apologize, and I'm gonna try my best to get Billy B back. And that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna say goodbye, everybody. And thank you so much for being a part of this week's episode. And I'm going to try my best to get Billy back for next week. And I'm going to call him right now. I'm going to call him as much as I can this week and tell him how much I miss him. I just miss him so much. And I need him back on the show. I can't do the show without you. Okay, well, everybody, thank you very much, everybody. Take care, and so long, and bye-bye. And Billy, please come back. Please come back, Billy. I miss you so much. Hey, Ember Moondoll, don't change the channel this again because I'm gonna get pretty upset, Ember Moondoll. Oh, look at that, the recording. Hello, this is the pro wrestling. Hi, this is the pro wrestling stop and go. I'm your host, Jumpin' Jim McDougall, and I had I've been drinking a lot this week because I'm so distraught over the fact that Billy B is no longer on the show. So I've got into my mom's tequila, and I've been drinking her tequila all week, and she doesn't even know that. I'm drinking her tequila. I was drinking her tequila this about 5 minutes ago, and I can't deal with not having Billy on the show anymore. I miss Billy. Billy belongs on the show, and I made a mistake, and I should have let Billy go. But the Ember Moondoll keeps changing the channel, and it keeps getting me upset. And I keep telling her not to change the channel, to leave it on. And she's changing the channel, and I'm going to get upset. But right now, I'm going to talk a little bit about what happened in the world. Mom let me have her tequila. And I was drinking it not too long ago. And I'm feeling the effects of the tequila right now. But I was watching that Kevin Owens was he was in the ring, and Shane McMahon came out and said, "You just wait till we get to Hell in the Cell. When I get you in the ring, I'm gonna do something really bad to you." And Kevin Owens says, "You know what? You're not so bad. Why don't you come up to the concession stand? I'll see how really tough you are." So Shane McMahon is like, "Okay, I'll come up to the concession stand, and maybe me and we can have a little fight at the concession stand." And of course, they had keep people out so they could fight. But then they went up to the concession stand and they fought, and Shane McMahon was like, you know what, let's fight. And Kevin Owens said, you know what, I don't care. You know what, you kind of come look and find me. And Shane McMahon, he went up and he looked right when he should have looked left. And then Kevin Owens attacked him and beat him up and threw him in the concession stand. And then Kevin Owens went back to the ring and said, see, I told you, Shane McMahon, you're missing with the wrong individual. I miss Billy so much. Hold on a second, I gotta take another drink of tequila. Oh, give me a second, please. I was so depressed there's no Billy. But then Kevin Owens was like, if you haven't had enough, why have to come back to the ring? And Shane McMahon said, okay, here I come. I'm gonna come. Amber Moondoll, can you do me a favor? Can you go upstairs? I'm not feeling too well. Can you go upstairs and get me another shot of tequila? Can you go upstairs and get me some more tequila? That'll make me feel better. Please don't change the channel, Amber Moondoll. I think my mom's upstairs. I think she just came home. But then, did anybody see Bobby Lashley? And everyone's like, hey, you're not supposed to be here, Moose. This is MMA, not professional wrestling, so 17 of us are going to have to jump on you, Moose, and we're going to have to beat you up pretty bad, and they're going to make you look like the little bitch that you really are, Moose. So they attacked him and beat him up, and Dan Lambert was like, let's get that Moose. We better get that Moose out of here. We don't want that Moose. We don't want a Moose in here. We gotta get him out. And they threw the Moose outside, and hold on a second, I got another thing of tequila. I just got the, somebody just give me a second. I'm sorry I fell. I fell off the, I'm sorry I fell off the, I fell off the chair. I'm sorry. Let's get back up on the chair. Jump in, Jim. The pro wrestling stop and go. So it's weird because it was like I was looking for the worm. There's no worm in the tequila. So I thought I'd do the pro wrestling stop and go this week. Oh God, I have such a headache. Amber Moondoll, I don't even know where she is right now. Look, hold on a second. Someone's giving me a call. It's probably Triple H that's calling. Hello, is this Triple H? Oh, so you're not gonna... Well, okay. You're not... Well, Triple H really gotta do something. This was... I don't know who that was. Someone's on the phone. But anyway, I'm gonna say, until next time, I think I gotta go upstairs now, and good night, everybody. This is Jumpin' Jim for the Pro Wrestling Stop and Go. I gotta jump a morning with the tequila. I gotta find some more tequila, please. It's gotta be around somewhere. This Moose better not be going back to the looking for Bobby Lashley. Please come back.